We've been up all night. There's no one around here. We've had them all lined up against the wall.
If it was a tow bag from around a manor, we'd know.
We'd know.
You know! You fucking know! You wouldn't have us next door fucking neighbours! Now get out there and find them! I'm sick of that fucking sight! Get out of my fucking sight! You little shit!
Sapning. Obviously, there's one person in the building right now, but I've just started this live. I've been giving you live streams for nearly 2 weeks since we last played, and yeah, I've been slacking. In all fairness, as I said in my community tab, I've been addicted to playing GoldenEye again. Yeah, the old school classic. I've been playing it on my tablet. It's not like I've only just discovered I can play it on my tablet. Like I've always known I'd be able to play it. It's just that I just started playing it and I got addicted. And I just thought, fam, I gave you 2-bit of FC25 stream. But yeah, So anyways, this stream is basically me just talking about basically the go-onings with Arsenal and obviously the injury situation, and obviously we've got Real Madrid coming up soon in the Champions League in the quarterfinals, and obviously we've got Saka that's back. So we're going to talk about it, and yeah, we're going to find out exactly what's what with injuries really. So what's going on with injuries? Suspensions and injuries. Now I don't have my contacts in, and then so I'm a bit. I have to proper looking because I don't want to. I can't bother putting my contacts in right now. I can't see everything clear, but yeah. So what we'll do is we'll talk about Saka being back, and then we'll talk about the obviously upcoming tie with Real Madrid. So let's talk about this. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So we've got Saka that's back from injury, back in full training now, and everything with the team, yeah? And we know what month is coming up, don't we? We know what month it is next month, right? This manager, Mikel Arteta, or man like Tets, or Teta, whatever you want to call him, he celebrated his birthday. Was it yesterday or something? What day are we on? I think it was a couple of days ago. I think his birthday is 26th of March. So it's close to April. You know what I mean? And we know that April's a goofy month. April's the month where Arteta likes to do things, at least for a game anyway, bare minimum, where it's like, maybe you shouldn't do that. And we know April's coming around, don't we? So let me just give you guys a recap. The last 2 seasons, we were in the title race. Those of you who don't know, yeah? We're in the title race against Man City. In 2023, we were 8 points clear at one stage. City had a game in hand. I think the most points we were clear might have been 8 without no game in hand, and I think that was like in January or something like that. And before City had a game in hand, and yeah, we were doing our thing. Obviously, Jesus got injured during the World Cup of 2022, which was the technically our winter break, so to speak, as it was in the middle of the season, and Jesus got injured. So Nketiah was the one that had to fill in up front, and he scored a whopping 4 goals in the Premier League for Arsenal during all that time from December to end of March, April time. Nketiah only got 4 goals for us. Yeah, bear in mind we're top of the league, looking like we might win it. Yeah. April comes round. We signed Trossard in January, by the way, January 2023. We signed Trossard. So April comes round, right? April Fool's Day. I remember it because I was in London. I didn't go to the game, but I was in London. We were outside the stadium, 2 bit of hope that someone might, not want a ticket for the day. But we won 4-1. And Jesus and Trossard, they combined in that game. And Trossard, any time he started a game for us, we were unbeaten when he started games. So Trossard was on form, yeah. And I think I remember in my match reaction to the Leeds United game, I remember saying that I like the combination of Trossard and Jesus because they seem to work well together. Yeah, I think I remember saying something like that. So that was April Fool's Day of 2023. Trossard was player of the month for March, by the way. Player of the month for March. So he was bits in it for us. Then we had, I think the first one round was Liverpool. I think we had Liverpool, then West Ham, then Southampton. I think it was that way around. Yeah, I think it was that way around. And we went 2-0 up against Liverpool. Jesus, he scored in that game. Trossard didn't start that game. We went 2-0 up against West Ham. Trossard didn't start that game. Bear in mind, we drew 2-2 both games. And then 3-3 against Southampton at home. Trossard didn't start that game. Then we had Man City, end of April. Trossard, he did not start that game. And we lost 4-1. Yeah. I think that was what took City above us in the table because we were 8 points clear. They had a game in hand. So City kept winning. So when we drew, it went to 9 points. Then City won. So they started crawling it back. So then it was 6. Then we gained another point, which would have made it 7. Then City won again, which reduced it to 3 points. And then we drew again against Southampton, which took it to 4 points, and City won again. So City were a point behind us by the time we played them at the end of April. And Trossard had not started a game since April Fool's Day of 2023. So then City obviously beat us and went above us in the table. Trossard did not start a game until what game did he start? I think I can't remember if it was Newcastle when we won 2-0. But basically, this guy, I know Trossard started the last game, no, the against Forest. No. Was it Forest? Because we lost to Brighton and Martinelli got injured. So I know Trossard definitely would have started against Wolves when we won 5-0. I think our second to last game might have been the Brighton game. Or was it Forest? I can't remember. But Forest was the game we lost and City won the league. Yeah? I say all this to say, Arteta took our best player, in-form player, and benched him in the crucial time of the season. And at the same time, we fumbled at 8-point lead and ultimately lost the league. That's what he chose to do in April of 2023. He chose that. There was nothing wrong with Trossard. No injury. There was nothing. He chose that. Because why? Because he wanted to bring Jesus straight back in. That's what he wanted to do. That was him. He wanted to do that. So we nearly won the league. And we didn't. So the response from Super Tets is, I'm going to sign Declan Rice for 100 million and I'm going to sign Kai Havertz for 65. That was the response. I nearly won the league and I responded with that. He did that. Yeah? You all saw it. If I can see myself. Because I am like borderline blind at the moment. But
I've seen him do it.
Arteta chose that. He nearly won the league, and he responded with Kai Havertz. Rice was to replace Partey. Havertz was to replace Granit Xhaka. So he had no intentions of signing a striker. And he binned Balogun, who scored 22 goals in the French league when he was on loan for the 2022-23 season, while Nketiah gave us a whopping 4 goals when he had his chance to show, Jesus is injured at the moment, so let me fill in. I've
seen him do it.
That's what he chose. He chose to bin that player. Now, I don't know about you, but if in a crucial time you only give me 4 goals, and I got this player on loan who knows how to score goals, double figures, I'm giving him a chance. But no, he's a striker, isn't he? And we know this manager does not rate strikers. So he chose, let me bin him. Let me get rid of him. Yeah. Let me get rid of a striker, right? So I can keep one that can't even live up to the number 14 shirt.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck!
How do you justify that? So, we started the 2024 season, yeah, with Kai Havertz in the Community Shield. He started as a striker, yeah, but going forward, he was starting as a number 8 that we all knew. No, everybody was like, no. Why are you playing him there for? But he started him there, and he did that to put Partey at right back so he can eventually phase Gabriel out of this team. But then Partey got injured before the Man United game, so he knew then we'll have to play Gabriel in defence now. Still proceeded with Kai Havertz in midfield, by the way. Yeah, and it was when it got to a point where it's like, no, that's not working. That's when he decided, I'm going to put you up front, and we started seeing what we wanted to see from him. But then we know what happened, don't we? April 2024 happened. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. Look at that. Now, I sound like a broken record, yeah? Right? I sound right now like a broken record because you all heard me say what I'm about to say plenty of times. Which game, right? And I'll give you a clue. Arteta loves the month of April. Which game did Arteta decide, just this one time, I'm going to put Kai Havertz back in midfield so that Gabriel Jesus can be up front? I want somebody to guess. Just guess. When you look at that, guess which game he did it. Guess which game he decided to do that. Yeah. The one where you see the red L, losing to Aston Villa at home 2-0 after we just watched Liverpool lose at home to Crystal Palace.
Stop it. Get some help.
He chose that. That's what Arteta chose. So, right?
I've seen him do it.
So I say that to say this. Arteta has a track record of being goofy in the month of April when he doesn't need to be. Yeah? So it would not shock my system if against Fulham, Ethan has the game of his life. And then what will Arteta do? Rush Saka back into this team. And then he'll start him after this. This is what's going to happen. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. At the most, this is what will happen. Saka's on the bench against Fulham. And then he comes off the bench against Fulham. Against Everton, he's on the bench, but then he comes off the bench against Everton. And then from then on, he's starting every single game possible. From then on. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. At the most, he'll do that. Saka's just come back from what was it, a grade 3 tear in the hamstring. Man's got a scar on his leg, on his right leg. We know Arteta's not a good manager like that. Good managers don't rush players back in that are injured. They don't do it. Good managers don't tell a player that's just pulled up, no, go back on the pitch and go stop that counter attack. What managers does that? That's not a rookie. You see, this whole thing with wanting Arteta out, for me, this is bigger than the fact that he's not winning anything. This is bigger than that. This is not just Arteta's not winning, so I want him gone. It's bigger than that. This is why I say, if he wins the league, I still want him gone. If he wins the Champions League, I still want him gone. He has to win both. Because it's bigger than just not winning a trophy. It's bigger than that. And this is what some rival fans, right, who are out here trying to, what's the word, glaze Arsenal because of what we're doing.
Oh, that's classy. Oh, I can't, but this is going too far.
Some of the stuff that
These man, all they see is you were here before Arteta. He came in, and now you look at you now. You're second in table, mate. That's all they see. You know what I mean? And what kills me is when you got United fans that will try and say, "Oh, well, maybe you should just think of where you were before Arteta, mate. You weren't like this before." You, man, couldn't handle 2-2 bit of struggle in the Premier League despite winning 2 trophies in 2 seasons. You, man, tapped out. United fans tapped out, right? Because, oh, we're getting brushed in the Premier League, mate. And they were winning 2 trophies in the meantime. And then, man, tapped out. So who are there? The United fans will do it. Who are there to try and say anything about why we should maybe keep Arteta? We should look at the bigger picture that he's got us challenging. This is coming from them, man, who couldn't handle 2-2 bit struggle in the Premier League, despite they were winning trophies. 2-2 bit of struggle. So the trophies didn't matter to these man. But it's supposed to matter to us that we're just chilling second. You know what I mean? United fans, I'm telling you, if United was doing what we're doing right now, a lot of United fans will be on suicide watch. I'm telling you right now. If they can't handle 2-2 bit struggle with winning trophies, fam. What hope have they got? If you can't handle 2-2 bit of struggle, but you'll win trophies, you man wouldn't be able to handle 5 minutes of this. You know what I mean? Let a manager throw away competitions and finish second. Let's see how you man handle that. Because if you can't handle that you win an EFL Cup and then you win an FA Cup, if you can't handle that with 2-2 bit struggle, then fam, you ain't gonna handle finishing second with nothing. So you man that are out here trying to come up with some sort of justification as to why Arteta should stay or why he's doing a good job, you man can get fucked. I'm telling you that right now. Because if you can't handle your shit, you can't expect us to handle ours, and we're getting nothing. You man are getting something. You know what I mean? You man are getting something. You man might win the Europa League. That's 3 trophies in 3 seasons. You know what I mean? But the cry about what's happening in the Premier League right now, fam, just worry about the fact that you're still stacking trophies at this point. You know what I mean? You're not relegated. You're not getting relegated. You know what I mean? Check AFTV. That's live. Apparently, Arsenal launched a Love Island. What? Whoa. Hang on a minute. When you say Arsenal launched Love Island,
What?
I need to understand.
Just help me to understand.
Let me 'cause I'm blind at the moment. Not literally, but you know, I need to get my glasses on, but that light's too bright. You turn that down. I can see everything now. I can see everything. I can even see how many people watching me right now. But so Arsenal have did that. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Arsenal, what's this? I'm watching it now. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't think you can, but the big match. Do you love the Arsenal? Whoa! Matches Emirates. Whoa! Hang on. No, hang on a minute. Hang on, let me get off this. Hang on a minute. I need now. This could change the whole this live now. Nah, hang on. The big no, that's that. Wow, that's T's and C's. Let me just. Why? I'm going to share my screen. What the hell is going on? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck!
What is this? Do you love the Arsenal? Match days at Emirates Stadium are time to connect with the beautiful game and each other. It's for this reason that we're launching a new dating show that celebrates how a shared love of football can prove a catalyst for an even deeper romance. What the whoa, what is this? Nah, whoa. What am I looking at? Whoa, hang on a minute. We are calling on our single supporters in the UK to apply to be part of the production, which will involve getting a blind date with fellow gooners centered around the Arsenal game. I guarantee you, them OnlyFans things have got something in them. This. Whoa, what is this? Oh my day, nah. What the? Nah. Now, what I want you guys to imagine now. What I want you guys to imagine is if Arsenal expand the stadium size. What the hell is this? What is this?
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Hey, you ain't going too goddamn far now.
No.
Just help me to understand.
This football club is a fucking joke. We announced a dog called Wing. as we bottled the league. Like, we literally bottled it, announced the dog called win before the game that we had to not lose, right? To still stay with a chance of winning the league after being 8 points clear. And man wonder why I want this. Oh my days. Jesus Christ. And the thing is, it's a timing as well. We're gonna walk into Real Madrid with this on our backs. We've just announced this, and where Real Madrid are gonna walk in. Wow. Jesus, wow. Jesus Christ. If you'd like to be a participant and are up for the opportunity of meeting your perfect match, please complete the form below. The opportunity to open all UK residents over the age of 18. Applicants close on April 11th. Welcome to the big match. Application form. What is this? You must be a British national living it. What the hell is this? You man have announced this. Oh, these man are taking a piss. You man announced this. A club that, whose idea was this? Big up to Static. You know what? This live stream wasn't meant to go like this. I ain't gonna lie. I was meant to come on here, talk about Saka, talk about the Arsenal. I ain't got into the Arsenal ladies. You know, the ones that have just got through in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Came from 2-0 down against Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Look, do you think the men are going to do that? Can we go 2-0 down against Real Madrid and come back like that? I've just got this feeling that some OnlyFans thing has wiggled their way in. They've fishtailed their way in, and got some sort of say in this or something. I don't know where this has come from. You know what? As I said I'll do it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come up. Oh, why do you do it? Oh, that's fine. Links in the chat, so anybody can click it and talk. It's open to the public. I don't believe this. A dating show. This I don't know what more to say. This is just gobsmacked. Imagine announcing a dating show. Love Island type shit. These man, you see, earlier when I was streaming the FIFA, I said, I don't give a shit about the stadium, like expanding it. I don't give a shit about none of that. You know what I mean? That's the last thing we should be worrying about. You know what I mean? How about fill it with some success? But then they respond with this. Whose idea? Oh, I bet Twitter's cooking, you know. Whose idea was this? The big match. What has this club become? So you want to cater for frigging singles? What benefit is this going to have? The opportunity of meeting your perfect match. So this is what football clubs are going to become now. And you think Arsenal are going to be the only one that's going to do this? Does anyone think Arsenal will be the only club they'll do something daft like this. Nah. I wow. Nah, man. This is I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. This is made my stream. Nobody was Arsenal Football Club anymore. I'm sure about that. This is another grenade used against Arsenal. We're off in stock again. Honestly, I was saying, yeah, that when I said about Man United getting that new stadium that looks like a circus, I said that's going to be the worst thing that will happen to them. And when you look at shit like this is my telling you, if United fans know what's good for them, they'll tell them, look, fix Old Trafford. Don't need no new stadium, because what they're going to do, football clubs are going to turn to shit like this. They're going to do some circus bullshit. That's what they're going to do. You know what I mean? You got Spurs that are hosting boxing events now. Beyonce's there chilling. You know what I mean? All that type of shit. You know what I mean? Everton will be a. You know what I mean? You think Scouse boxers aren't going to want to box in there that love Everton? You know what I mean? So Everton are going to get it. You know what I mean? As what's his name? Darren Till, I think that's the name. That, as he says here,
They're all getting it!
they're all getting it. You know what I mean? When Man U build the Wembley of North, yeah, you think that's not going to host two-bit boxing events? That's going to host a shitload of things. I'm telling you, this is where football clubs are going now. And us wanting to do two-bit of renovation of this stadium, and you look at shit like this, there's going to be more of this. A fucking dating shit. What the hell? You know what I mean?
Hey, you ain't going too goddamn far now.
Big up you, Gay Gabriel. Big up everyone. One was bottling it in the international games. Plus, Man United is Arsenal 2.0. I mean, at least Man United are winning stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. This is mad. The Emirates sometimes host music events. I don't know if that's still going. They'll want to up that. I mean, they'll want to up that. You know what I mean? Especially when they're seeing that lot up the road hosting boxing events. You know, like Spurs Stadium, that is where the Eubank Ben fight is. You think other stadiums aren't going to want in on that? You know what I mean? Now imagine if because if I'm not mistaken, I think Chris Eubank Jr. I think he's a Man United fan. I'm not sure. But let's just say, for example, he is. And let's say he loses or draws that fight against Conor Ben. Yeah. And let's say Man United have that circus stadium already, that 100,000 seater. Yeah. It'd be logical that the rematch would be up there. You see where I'm going now? You know what I mean? YG, of course, if Tottenham do it, it wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal, Emirates do the same. More music events and some boxing events. See, the only thing about Emirates is it doesn't have car parking like that. From what I gather, I don't. Not to the public, anyway. Obviously, they got the power, the thing going, but I think like to the public, like you know, it doesn't have it doesn't have that. But yeah, it's oh my day. What is this, man? I mean, I'm just gonna leave that there, just for y'all to just see. This is mad. This is mad. I look at stuff like this and I think this club don't care about trying to win anything. Like, for example, when you look at Man City, obviously they've got the Etihad Stadium and they've got Manchester Arena next to it. So the boxing events, like I went to the Derek Chisora Otto Walling fight, which was in Manchester Arena, which is literally right next to the Etihad. If that wasn't there, the fight would have been inside the Etihad Stadium. Like, there's just some shit that what happened in the Etihad. They've got an arena right next to them. You know what I mean? But this club is turned absolute joke. I mean, yeah, I understand football stadiums hosting boxing events and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, you know, it's for me, it's if you're not doing anything in football and you're just trying to generate money from shit like that, that's when it's like that's when the fans are gonna look at it and be like, fam, right, you know, what about bettering the football club? Because otherwise it's just gonna turn into we're just a standing leg for these all these events. But this a whole dating shit. Hold on, let me go back to the thing. The big match. So a dating show that celebrates how shared love of football can prove catalyst for a deeper romance. Why do we care? Why do we care about that? You know what? It's just come to my head right now. You know what I think gave him the idea? Last season against Chelsea, I think it was. Remember that couple that was in the stands when we beat Chelsea 5-0 at the Emirates? I think that gave him the idea, you know, because that's been doing rounds. That's been doing rounds. Why'd you got a bounce, bro? Keep fighting the good fight, bro. Take care. Big up to you anyway. Big up to you coming in. But I think that let me find the clip. Let me find the clip. I'll find it. I think that gave him the idea. I don't know now what to type in. Arsenal. Might find it this way. See, we even got Chelsea fan that he taking a piss now. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I should be able to find it. I should find it. I'm seeing all sorts in here. I'm seeing everything but what I want to see. So it's just, I'm not going to find it now. I ain't going to find it. I see it everywhere when I don't want to, when I'm not looking for it. Ah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, hold on. I think this, what you see right here, remember that clip? Big up to you, Rod. I don't know if you're aware of what's happening right now. Arsenal are launching a new dating show. If you're not aware of it, you've probably heard me say that and you're thinking, I'm being serious. But I think this, what you see on your screen, I think this gave them the idea. Right? Let me play it. Let me play this.
We met this summer actually in Portugal, so it really hasn't been that long. I've been a Real Madrid fan my whole life because my grandma always loved Real Madrid. And since I met Milo in September and the league was starting, all he could talk about was Arsenal and how he loved Arsenal.
Everything is going Arsenal's way.
So yeah, kind of led me to become a Gooner.
My first game, my dad took me FA Cup. I was probably around 12. So then that's when I started really feeling the North London red rushing through my veins.
At the beginning, I knew Milo was an Arsenal fan. Honestly, it was my way of trying to impress him, watching this YouTube videos about all the players. And I know Saka is his favorite players, knowing everything about Saka, and so we could talk about it. I came in a period where Arsenal is doing great.
Arsenal sitting very pretty indeed.
So, yeah, I didn't get that choice. I had to go through some terrible times.
Anyways, I think that gave him the idea. I think that gave him the idea to do this dating shit at the Emirates. Because that clip's been doing rounds for time. That clip of that couple kissing. This has been doing rounds.
We met this summer actually.
That's been doing rounds. That, I'm telling you right now, I think that gave him the idea. Because you know when we do shit, it just it goes everywhere. This is insane. Insane. A whole dating show that these men are about to announce. And in fact, I'm going to tweet this. And tag Arsenal as well. Yeah, I don't know how many people hashtag these days, but it is what it is. Hashtag the big match. Honestly. I'm getting cooked already. Carefree Lewis says Arsenal got dating games at the Emirates before Premier League title celebration. It's absolutely. It's mad. You can apply for a whole dating show at Arsenal. This is insane. This it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I guarantee you that viral clip of that couple after we beat Chelsea last season at the Emirates, guarantee that gave them the idea. Guarantee it. They probably thought, yeah, we could make something from this. Oh my days. I'm gonna have to rename the title of this. In fact, I'll do it right now, actually, if I can. Copy that. Changing the Twitch title as well. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I don't know what else. I did not expect this. I got Rod in the building. Honestly, I don't know what else.
You all right, brother?
Big up to you, Rod.
Yes, my man.
What do you think of this dating show
I
that they were about to announce?
I don't know what to say about this, bruv. I mean, come on now.
It's let me go back to it. I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Just
A dating. Come on.
I couldn't believe it. Andy put it in the chat. I couldn't believe it. And then AFTV's live. He said AFTV's live talking about a dating show. I'm like, nah. And I'm watching a little bit of it. Can't find it now. And lo and behold, it's there. In fact, let me just click Arsenal big match. Right, that's the T's and C's. I don't want the T's and C's. I want the straight to the point. Right, that's the T's and C's. Why can't I find what are? In fact, I'll do this. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to share my screen again. Shit. Right. This shit. Look at this. The big match. Do you love the Arsenal? What are we doing? We have no league title in the stadium. We have not celebrated. The only thing we've celebrated in this stadium is FA Cups, and we're doing this before anything else now. This is some wild pony shit. I don't know if he's still there, Rod. Well, this is wild. I don't know if he's still there, Rod. Well, this is wild. I don't know if you can. Oh, I'm assuming you can still hear me. I don't know if you. Can
Yeah. I'm back, brother.
It's insane. All this before a title parade in the stadium, a Champions League parade in the stadium. We're thinking of. I don't know. What have we done to get to the point where we turn into this? We're thinking of. I don't know. What have we done to get to the point where we turn? Unbelievable.
We're like Tottenham. It's like Tottenham, innit? You know, go-karts and pop concerts at White Hart Lane. It's the same.
Yeah, we're trying to be them now, because but not even at least with them. I mean, obviously they're hosting like all these events and whatever this and stuff like that. But this, I think this tops it. This is worse. A whole dating show. So if you're single and you're an Arsenal fan and you're above the age of 18, And what's the requirement? Must be a British national or living in the UK as a legal resident at the date of your application. Like, fam.
All you can do is laugh at it, innit? I mean, come on. Come on.
It is. The stream wasn't meant to. I wasn't meant to talk about none of this. I didn't know none of this existed until Andy put it in the chat, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I literally, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
I'm just waiting for next season now, because at the end of the day, you know, it's all gone wrong this season. It's been a complete balls up, you know. And at the end of the day, we're keeping Arteta for another 2 years. So, you know what I mean? I don't hate the man. I respect what he's done. You know, we were that fucking shit for 20 years. We've watched Chelsea win everything.
Yeah.
We watched Man City come.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Arteta's done a good job. We're competing again. Now, I'm not happy with that, but at the end of the day, I've got to be happy with that, because we are we compared to where we were 5 years ago, you know. So at the end of the day, I'm just waiting for next season, because we've got him for another 2 years. You know, give him his time. I've got my doubts. You know, I was starting to believe. At the end of his 3rd year, I was really starting to believe, but I had it all snatched away from me. You know, of course I want to be wrong. I'll eat all of my bad words against Arteta. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
I want to be wrong. So at the end of the day, this season's over. It's been a joke. We've been humiliated for 20 years. I mean, I watched Chelsea. I had to watch Chelsea for 20 years play unbelievable, beautiful attacking football, while Arsenal play this rubbish Jack Wilshere tap, pass football that they told me were leaving Highbury to go and compete with Bayern Munich. And we turned into a teenage, like, pretty little wanker team. That's what we were. We watched Chelsea rule the world.
Exactly.
Rule the bloody world. And we're still moving like a second-rate club. All this shit that they told me at Highbury, we're leaving Highbury. Wait, what did we do? We played tap, sideways, shitty little Jack Wilshere football that looks pretty on the eye, but it's not effective. It doesn't do anything. It's never going to win a European Cup. It's never going to dominate the league. Oh, come on, man. I'm just Jack Wilshere football, all this pretty football. So at the end of the day, I am a bit angry with what's gone on, but Mikel's done a good job. Of course, I'm starting to doubt him, but I'm only a football fan. I'm full of emotion. Full of emotion. I've got my doubts. I want to be wrong. Of course, I want to be wrong. So I'm just waiting for next season now, and I'm waiting for the war chest. I'm waiting for this club to be serious about winning stuff. We're not serious. I mean, 100 million pounds on Declan Rice. I'm really happy that we went out and spent that kind of money, but this is the first time in years and years. I mean, I'm going to be dead soon. I'm 60 in 8 years. Jesus. You know, it's just heartbreaking that we don't move. I mean, look at Manchester City, right? Manchester City, as much as we don't like them, and Chelsea, you've got to respect the ambition that these clubs had, and the way that they listen to this. YG, I went to a Chelsea game, Stamford Bridge. I think it was about 2000. Ravanelli was playing at the time. You know what I mean? Derby, right? Anyway, I was working at Carphone Warehouse at the time, so I've got some VIP tickets. You know what I mean? So I was in the VIP section now at Chelsea, and you know I got a lot of respect for Chelsea because I got a UEFA badge. And when I was doing my coaching, it was Chelsea that brought me through. So anyway,
all right.
So I met Peter Osgood. You know, Peter Osgood was like in the VIP section. You know what I mean? And he was like, us in there, and he was telling us what Chelsea's plans were. Like, you know what I mean? And he was telling me, and I started to see what was going on, and Siemens was sponsoring them at the time. And you should have just seen, I mean, how beautiful it was in that Millennium Suite and how plush it was. And I've been to the VIP at Arsenal, we're sitting on plastic seats. You know, and I just thought, but yeah, that was it. Peter Osgood said to me, we've got a plan. We're going to get all these players. We're going to do all of this and we're going to do all of that. And I'm thinking, yeah. And you know what? Everything that they told me, they went and did.
Yeah. Bloody hell. We had to sit there.
I had to watch all of that. And then we had to watch Manchester City do it.
Yep.
And
We were the last ones to win the league, and then Chelsea took it from us, retained it. Then Man United took it back. Then it was between them two. Then Man City came into the picture. They took some league titles. We even had to watch Leicester come in and get one, when we should have got one. And then back to usual. Chelsea took it again. Then it's City. We had to watch Liverpool take one. So who else are we going to watch win another league title before we do again?
The players that Chelsea went and bought, oh my gosh, that Claude Makelele, the amount of players and the beautiful, effective football. They can go and dominate Europe. So they were telling us this bullshit when Chelsea was shit, that we're going to go and compete with Real Madrid and Bayern. Guess what we did? We didn't compete with Real and Bayern. Guess who did, though? Chelsea. They didn't compete. They dominated. And we're a laughing stock.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea beat Real Madrid. What was it in the late 90s in the Super Cup? They competed with them more than what we ever did.
Wait, listen. I want to be wrong, yeah, but you know we're gonna get pumped by Real Madrid. We can't beat West Ham under pressure. How are we gonna beat Real Madrid? Come on now.
Now I want to believe that we can, because
I want to believe too.
But it's just like Real Madrid. Actually, that's what I meant to do. I meant to look up their injuries, because I think they've got a few injuries.
Yeah, they have. I've heard that Vinny's not playing, and Vinny and somebody else.
Mendy, so whatever his name is. I think it might be yellow cards, whatever it is. But from what I saw last season, we had Bayern Munich that came to the Emirates that couldn't bring no fans, and we still couldn't beat them. Then we had to go over there, and then we know what happened then. So I'm looking at that thinking, I can't look at these players and genuinely believe they are going to take advantage of this Real Madrid right now, at least in the first leg.
No, they can't. Do you know what, G? Do you know what? You know when, again, I know it's our first time back in the Champions League after years and years and years. But after waiting all this time now to get back in the Champions League, and fair enough, we got to the quarterfinal. But do you know what? Told me 25 years ago we're moving to go and compete with Bayern. So we didn't play them for another 25 years. I could have been dead by then. Another 25 years. And then when we played them, we couldn't even beat them at home. The poorest Bayern Munich side in the last 20 years. We couldn't even beat them at home. We were shit. And when we went to play them in Germany, it was game over before it started. They just took the piss out of us. But Chelsea, Chelsea dominate, going by real players. Like I said, Peter Osgood, everything he told me that day, we're going to buy this player. We're going to go and invest in this. We're going to go and do that. They did it. And I never understand why we can't move like a giant club. When Liverpool won the title about 2-3 seasons ago, I was in shock because I was thinking, why are they moving like Arsenal? This is Liverpool Football Club, one of the true giants of the game of football. Liverpool, when they won that league that year, why didn't they just go and strengthen? They've got Mo Salah. He is one of the best players in the world. He's not the best, but he's one of them.
Yeah, he's definitely up there, yeah.
All they had to do was spend a few $100 million. They could have dominated for another 3 years. But
I have the manager and everything, but it's just that when City got their shit back together, Liverpool just couldn't the way I mean, in all fairness, I think Liverpool they kind of fell off in 2021 towards the end because Man U finished second in that season. But then 2022, it looked like they were going to win the quadruple. Played every game possible, which has not been done before, and still didn't win the league. Even though they still won 2 trophies, they still couldn't get over the line against Man City. And then 2023, they fell off. And then 2024, they were up there, and then they start bottling it, as they usually do. And then I've always said, Liverpool are going to need another season that they had 5 years ago, where they were just running away with it. And that's what we're going to need if we're going to win the league. And Liverpool, they are, is 12 points clear now?
Yeah.
There's 9 games left. Are Liverpool seriously going to bottle a 12-point lead in 9 games? It's not impossible, but it could happen. But because it's only us, it wouldn't matter anyway, because we're not going to. Liverpool could lose the next 4 games. We won't win our next 4. That's what will happen.
Yeah. Liverpool, give them their credit. All right. Liverpool have played the best, most exciting, beautiful football that fans like us want to watch. Only Liverpool have played football like that consistently this year. Only Liverpool.
In all fairness, they've had quite a lot of games where they haven't been special. It's just that they've just got over the line.
Yeah,
but they've got over the line in games where you think, they're going to draw, or they're going to lose, and they're just. But it's going to be interesting now because they've got Everton and they've just come off the back of losing the cup final. It's going to be interesting how they respond now.
Everton, yeah. Listen, if they lose the game against Everton, the title they can bottle the title. But if they win against Everton, it's going to be a breeze. It's going to be a breeze. But at the end of the day, give them their credit. Nobody else has come near them this season. I don't know what the hell happened to Pep Guardiola's team this year, because that doesn't even look like the same team anymore. I mean, they were 2 seasons ago, they were phenomenal.
Yep.
An absolute phenomenon of a football, beautiful football. I mean, we hate it, but as a football fan, when you hate a team, but when you're watching them play, you admire it, and you're just in love with the football. That's Manchester City. They can go and dominate Real Madrid, and all of a sudden, it's strange, isn't it? Football,
Yeah, I mean, I called it. I said the season Pep falls off, and not going to win the league, it won't be us that take the place. And we've been told Pep needs to leave. I think I did a video a few months back about how Robbie said, I think I titled it something about Robbie would be happy finishing second until Pep leaves.
Yeah,
and it's like now Slot's about to win the league, so now the Slot have to leave, because Slot winning the league this season. You think Pep's going to stay 3rd, 4th, 5th forever? Like, Pep will probably. This will be Pep's last season, won't it? Next season, so he'll definitely win the league then, and then Chip, he'll just bounce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then we're just in the position again of we're trying to win the league, but we just keep finishing second behind. So if Forest keep their shit together, they'll win the league before us.
You know what? Because Nuno is a really good manager. He is a really good manager, Nuno.
Yeah, I think he gets overlooked a little bit, but
yeah, he does.
You look at what he's done with Forest. He's got Forest in the Champions League right now, as it stands.
That is a fantastic. I tell you, that is unbelievable. And to think
for them, from where they were, and then they're doing that now, and they're still in the FA Cup as well.
Yeah,
I mean, so they could technically win the FA Cup as well as doing what they're doing. But then Arsenal fans now will look at us being up there as if we're a club like Forest who haven't been in the Premier League that much in recent times, and then we're just we should be thankful that we're here where we are. No, we're Arsenal Football Club. We were told when moving into this that we're going to compete with the best. We've been getting slaughtered by Bayern Munich 5-1, like on multiple occasions here. You know what I mean? And away. That ain't competing.
Actually, you know, when we were playing Bayern Munich, yeah, we don't even look like we're playing the same level of football. So don't even tell. It's like it doesn't even look. It looks like a Division 1 Premier League. We don't look like we're in the same division. There's a huge gulf, and you're trying to tell me we're supposed to compete now with Real Madrid.
We competed with Real Madrid when we were at Highbury more than we did at the Emirates.
You know what?
I mean, at least we beat them in 2006 while we were still at Highbury, and then we haven't competed since. I mean, it's just crazy.
Football's heartbreaking, I tell you, brother. And the thing is, we're like this football fans, though, isn't it? We're all the same. Like, it hurts you like hell, and you say, "Oh, I wish I could stop feeling like this. I wish I could stop at my team." I said,
it's one of them. You kind of like you're tied in, kind of thing. It's like a religion, basically. You can't just
you can't you gotta yeah. Well, anyway,
they'll be happy they got rid of Cooper, definitely.
Yeah, man.
They'll be definitely happy about that. You know what I mean? As I said, I mean, the FA Cup for me, as long as the London club don't win it, and as long as Villa don't win it, and as long as City don't win it, I don't care who wins it. Preston, Brighton, Bournemouth, Forest, any one of those to win it for me, the FA Cup. But I want City out so that, you know, we're gonna see non-traditional Big Six side win the FA Cup. That's what I want. I need City out of the FA Cup just to spice it up some more. Now we've just seen Newcastle win the EFL Cup. Now we might see somebody else now take the FA Cup.
Listen, man, they're going crazy up here. All my neighbours and that, they're well happy, mate. I tell you, they're buzzing.
Right, they are.
There was one Newcastle fan. Yeah, I saw him on some YouTube. He's drove down to the Sunderland Roker Park and to Middlesbrough because it's not too far from here.
Yeah.
He's drove down there in his van. He's gone to the reception. He goes, "I've got a delivery for you," and they're like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Trophy polish," and they're like, "What? Trophy polish?" And he's like, "Aye, trophy polish," and they're looking at him strange, and he goes, "Is this not Newcastle United, is it?" Yeah, you fucking cracked me up, man. I loved it.
Jesus.
A humor, like.
I know Newcastle would have been rubbing it into Sunderland fans and Middlesbrough fans and everything like that. They would have been definitely rubbing it in, especially towards the Sunderland fans. You know what I mean? I mean, I remember 2014, Sunderland were in the final in the EFL Cup against Man City, and they took the lead as well. And obviously they didn't win it. And obviously Newcastle fans were happy about that. And obviously Newcastle now, they've been to 2 EFL Cup finals in recent seasons, and they've won one now.
They're a force now, you know. YG, they are a serious team, you know, brother. Serious. That Tonali, Murphy, brother, they've got so many good players. It ain't just Saka. Yeah. It's that that midfield that they've got, that Guimaraes, Tonali, brother. Damn, but that's a real team, man. I'm telling you. Give it 2 more.
Could start it off. This could start off the whole. It could start a snowball effect of course, next season they might win some next season, and then they might challenge either next season or the season after.
That's what
if they can keep Isak as well.
Brings you up, you know, winning the cup brings your confidence up. It gives you that sort of boost. I'm buzzing for him. But I've always feared Newcastle as an Arsenal fan. Always. I don't like playing Newcastle. Don't like it. But, you know, they're a dangerous side, and now, mate, they're going to be in the top 4, guaranteed, for the next 5 years at least. And I think they're going to be serious challengers for the league in a couple of years. Serious challengers.
Peppermint Freedom says next year they finish above us. Watch.
I'm telling you. Well, I'm not just saying.
Problem, right?
We'll have to wait and see what Kroenke and Josh and his old man, who we're going to go and get first. And I don't want to just, because that's what a lot of Arsenal fans think, that we just want to put Arteta down all the time. It's not that. It's just I'm an emotional football fan. I don't like seeing my football team lose. I want to believe in the man, but I've got doubts. And of course, I want to get rid of these doubts. I wish I didn't have them. But what am I supposed to have? Well, every time we get to the finishing line, we crumble. Now, I understand when we haven't been that good for so many years, right? You get to a certain point, you get to a ceiling, and then it's very hard to break through that ceiling. I remember Manchester United in the 80s when Ferguson, it took him 6 years. I remember the season, right? I remember the goal when Mark Robbins scored in the last minute of the game or something, and he saved Fergie's career. And he said, I can't remember, but if Mark Robbins wouldn't have scored this goal, they reckon he would have got the sack. I think 6 years. But what I'm trying to say is Manchester United, they got to that point. But once they broke through that ceiling, oh my God, it got bang.
So do you have hope that will happen for Arteta then? Because I want Arteta. I want him to succeed. I want to be proven wrong.
Of course.
That and I want him to win us the double this season. That's what I want him to do. I just don't believe I genuinely believed at the start, and you've all seen it. You all saw my videos when I was saying it, that I said, "Oh, we'll win the FA Cup this season." I think it's the FA Cup that will win the season because we'll be out of everything, and it'll be all we'll have left. And how wrong was I? How wrong was I? I genuinely believed that we'd win a trophy this season. Now we've still got a chance of the league and the Champions League, but
it's not really. We're not going to win the Champions League.
Yeah, I just can't.
We don't have. We've got no attack. One thing we look. We had a brilliant attack back in the day with Thierry Henry, but we did play the whole of that fucking Champions League final with 10 men. And you know that Champions League final, right? Go back and have a look at the beginning of the game, right? Before the game even started, they brought out the Champions League trophy with the Barcelona ribbons already tied onto them at the very beginning. And I said to myself, what the fuck is going on? They had
the thing is, I actually watched the highlights of that final recently, actually. But I don't know if it showed that. I don't know if it showed if it had the ribbons on.
Here, but I'll never forget this. They brought out the trophy. It's got the blue and maroon ribbons already tied on. Now, at the end,
on both sides.
Yeah, on both sides. It's sitting there on the pitch with the ribbons already on it. The Barcelona ribbons. I'm not joking. Now
let me see if I can.
Jens Lehmann, like he just, I don't know what he was thinking, but at the end of the day, the ref shouldn't have sent him off for his first check. He should have given him a yellow card and said, "You're off."
He should have gave Barcelona the goal because they put it in the back of the net, didn't they? And then
the goal.
So they scored the goal. So I mean, some people can look at it and say, if obviously he got took out, they didn't score, and it was still 0-0. So at that point, Barca could say we was robbed of a goal. So you could say we were given a chance, but the fact that it was down to 10 men, you could have given them the goal, because we probably might have come back.
I think we could have won that. I honestly believe we had a chance of beating Barcelona with that team that we had. But not with 10 men. And remember when Thierry Henry had that chance towards the end of the game.
Oh, yeah, they've got the ribbons on it. Hold on a minute.
You got the ribbons on it at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Hold on.
I couldn't believe it. I was watching that 20 odd years ago, thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's got the Barca.
They've got the Barcelona rib. I remember it from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, because where it says finale 2006 Paris, that's in the. In fact, I'll just share my screen. Let me share my screen.
I've got to keep my glasses on to see the screen. My eyes have got really bad now, man. Yeah, I told you.
So yeah, as you can see there, when you look behind it, it says finale 2006 Paris, and the colors match Barcelona's. So that might be the color. I don't know if that's the color theme throughout. I don't know, but
No, it was Barcelona colours on the
yeah.
cup. And I remember what the hell is going on here.
And then if I go to the end,
remember when Henry had that chance towards the end of the game? He had in his defence, Thierry, because it took me years to forgive Thierry Henry for not doing better with that chance. But when I look back after years and years and years, the man was running around for like 80 minutes as the only striker. Of course, he's going to be knackered. You know, it's just
it was knackered. He gave everything.
we couldn't, and I had to like forgive Thierry Henry because I couldn't forgive him for years. I was like, nah, he weren't good enough. But now that I look back, I was like, the man give everything. He'd been run ragged. That's why he couldn't even like shoot at the end of the game. But at the end of the day, we lost.
Yeah, it's just one of them where it's like that was our only final. We could have been the first London club to win it. We're the first London club to get there, and we haven't been to a finals of the Champions League since.
And
you know what I mean? It just pains.
And not just that, right? Last year it was Bayern. Look how piss poor the performance was. Now, tomorrow, next week or whatever, it's going to be Real Madrid. So remember 20 years ago, they said, we're leaving Ivory to compete with Real Madrid and Bayern. Now watch, for the last 2 seasons, you've waited 20 years to get panned. Now, if I'm going to watch that, of course I'm going to be angry as a fan. Because we're not talking like a couple of years. Bruv, I'm 50 odd. I was in my 20s or my late 20s. Like, bruv, I'm 80. I'm 60 years old in 8 years. This is how long this has been going on. This is why I'm mad in the head. Arsenal has drove me crazy.
Yeah, it's enough to drive you insane at this point. I mean, it's the fact that we've had to watch those around us do everything we've been asking for. Like we've been told that we'll when we leave Highbury, we're going to compete with the best, in this new stadium. And since then, we've watched Chelsea win everything we're supposed to win in this new stadium.
Yep.
We literally watched them dominate Europe.
Yep.
Dominate England, everything.
While we're playing all this pretty pass. Oh, doesn't it look good? Oh, look at Jack Wilshere. Oh, look, he's flicked the ball back there. So fucking what? He doesn't win fuck all. It doesn't go out and beat Bayern Munich. It doesn't beat Real Madrid. It's piss poor. It's shit. And all these dickhead little Arsenal fans getting that excited over that nonsense when Chelsea is showing you how to really do it. Go out and buy real players. Claude Makelele. Oh, Jack Wilshere. Tap, 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 tap. I want Claude Makelele. Listen, what Chelsea achieved was an absolute phenomenal. They dominated the bloody world. And fair enough, they needed Roman Abramovich to rob the whole of Russia of all them people. But at the end of the day, you've got to respect the ambition that Chelsea showed because they achieved it. They achieved our dream.
Yeah, they did.
Our dream. And
now,
that's a joke. So I don't know what all these Arsenal fans, these new Arsenal fans are talking about. Because what you've been watching for 20 years ain't good football. Tap, tap, tap. All this pretty little football. Listen, pretty football don't mean nothing if it doesn't win. I don't care how many passes you string together.
Exactly.
I don't care. And all you 10 different strips. What? A black stripe, a red stripe, a red stripe, Notting Hill Carnival strip. I don't want all that shit. I just want a red and white strip. That's it. And a blue and yellow one to go away. That's it. Yeah. All this bullshit.
Yep.
All this
simplify it down.
Pretty football doesn't do anything. You absolutely make me sick, these new Arsenal fans. What are you talking about? You've just watched Chelsea show you, and you're still happy with tap tap. Aren't you entertained? No, I'm not entertained.
And they didn't need a new stadium to turn around and say, "Oh, we're gonna get you this new stadium, and then we're gonna do all this." No, they just did all it with how many does it hold? 40-something thousand or something. The Stamford Bridge hold doesn't even hold that much, does it? You know what I mean, this
no,
comment,
it doesn't hold that. Well, it's not a small ground either because Highbury was a small ground. Like Stamford Bridge, Highbury ain't a small ground. But I tell you what, I had to respect. I've got a lot of respect for Chelsea, and because I lived in West London anyway. And when I was doing my UEFA B badge, I did it with Chelsea people. Like it's just I've got a lot. Where I'm from, like in West London, it's mainly Chelsea fans. I've got a lot of time for Chelsea. They've been all right with me. But as an Arsenal fan, to watch them dominate and achieve my dream, it hurts, man.
What do you think of this comment? If the ref had allowed the goal and not sent Lehmann off, do we win the final?
We've got more of a chance.
Based on how we played, Barca couldn't do anything. I mean, and for the fact that they went goal down, Arsenal with 10 men. I mean, these Spanish teams are undefeated in finals, though. But I'd like to say that we would have.
I think we
would have won it, and we would have seen off Highbury with a European trophy.
Yeah, but listen, we could have done. Listen, let's not forget that year. Listen, man, we had a brilliant team. Remember when Thierry Henry was turning inside out into Milan that year? Oh, Zanetti. I was just like, you know what? We probably are. And when it was Barcelona, I had my doubts. I didn't know if it was going to beat Barca, but it's a final. And with that team, I reckon we could have beaten. Especially, we went down to 10 men, and we were winning for most of the match, 1-0.
Yeah.
We got run ragged because the ref, like you said, anyway. But you saw it for yourself there now, because people think I'm just making this up because I'm a bitter fan. They had the Barcelona ribbons on the cup before the game.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
I missed that. But
disgusting.
They don't usually do that. Usually have
this. Thomas Tuchel was right. Some of these big Barca and thingy, they do get favoured because I tell you what. Remember last year, Bayern Munich at Real Madrid. There was that incident last year where the goalkeeper or the handballed the ball in the penalty area. Remember? Thomas Tuchel pointed it out at the end.
Oh, when Gabriel moved the ball with his hand.
Yeah, there was something anyway. Oh, was that against us?
Yeah. I remember.
I thought that was something. Oh no, I'm getting confused now, bro.
I'm just looking up the 2005 Champions League final. I just want to see if the ribbon, because what they usually do is to have the shared colours on each side.
No. It was all on both sides, on the left and the right. I never forget it because when I was sat there watching before the game, and I said to my girlfriend, "They've got the Barcelona ribbons on the cup already."
I'm just gonna see because the final before that was Liverpool AC Milan. I just want to see if they did the same thing. But
they only do it for the Spanish teams. No, they do. They get favoured, man. Because and that's about Real. What about Julian Alvarez having his penalty disallowed?
To be fair, it was a double tap. I saw a slow motion.
But the man slipped into it. Nobody saw it. You're just getting overly technical now. And why did all these things always favour Real Madrid and Barcelona? Always. You never see big things go against them too. And you know why? Because in this European football, international football, Spain it's big up there. It's big up there, like, you know what I mean? They've got a lot of influence in the world of international football.
I've got a still image of the Champions League trophy as the AC Milan and Liverpool are walking out, and the ribbons are red on both sides.
And say that again, sorry, I didn't hear that.
I'll show you. The ribbons are red on both sides.
And who won that? Liverpool. Liverpool won that final, didn't they?
Liverpool won it. But as Peppermint said, it makes sense both teams playing red.
Yeah, both teams playing red.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up 2004 Champions League final. So that was Porto. Oh wait, hold on.
Porto Man United, was it?
Porto, Monaco. The ribbons is blue and white, and Porto won it.
And was it blue and white ribbons on all at the beginning of the game?
Yeah. I'm looking at it now.
How are they? It's like they're predicting the winner then.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Let me just share the screen again. Well, you can see there. I mean, I just can't see if the other side has it on. But it's because usually it'd be they'd share it. But
you'd have ribbons on both sides. You'd imagine, wouldn't you?
Let me. I'll try and find another one. This is weird. This is goofy. This. Let me just because Monaco playing red and white. Oh, no,
yeah.
But it didn't look like I could see red on the finger.
I remember as well. Yeah, I think it was 2002 in the Champions League. Yeah, went to Highbury to see Deportivo La Coruña, and I tell you, YG, it's the best football I've ever seen in my life. They beat Arsenal 2-0. Deportivo La Coruña did, and it was 2-0 at halftime. Oh, mate. But anyway, that year, I also went to a Bayer Leverkusen game. We beat them, I think it was 4-0 or 4-1. That year, Bayer Leverkusen got to the final and only lost by 1 goal to Zidane.
Oh, was that 2002?
I think so, something like that. They lost to a goal by Zidane, and they came to Highbury. Listen, mate, we pumped them. It was 2-0 after 7 minutes. They just got taken apart, and that team got to the final and only lost by 1 goal from Zidane.
Right. I'm looking at the 2007. Hold on. 2007 one. So this is AC Milan Liverpool again. And the ribbon looks like it's blue and red and blue. As you can see there, it's got blue.
Yeah.
And AC Milan won it that time round. I don't know. It's just a bit goofy. This. I mean, how they had the colours on
for the Barcelona one. Come on.
Yeah, that. Let me just look at 2008. That was Chelsea Man United. Let's have a look. See if I can. It's one of them where this highlight just kicks you straight into the game. It's red and white to me. Oh wait, did I say a bit of blue? All right, let me go back. I can see red and I can see white on that trophy.
Come on, brother.
Let me just as you can see there.
Yeah.
My light turned off. Oh no, this is oops. Yeah, it's just it just seems it looks like I could see a little bit of blue on it. There's a blue ribbon too.
And a red one.
Yeah, I saw the red one.
But look at Chelsea there, man. How many finals have they got to? They've won 2 of them. You know what I mean? And we can't even fucking get to. Well, we can't even get to another final. You know, we had to have Thierry Henry. And you know what? That year as well. Remember, Dennis Bergkamp wasn't even going to the games. You know, the away games.
Oh, the scared of flying, wasn't it?
Oh, that was driving me crazy. I was thinking, what the hell is going on?
He was on the bench in the final, though.
Was he?
I think he was. Let me have a look at the shit, gone to the wrong way. He was on a bench. remember looking back at it and thinking, why won't he? Right. Oh, he doesn't show the bench. I have to Google it. I have to quickly Google it. Right. Let's go to the. Yeah, he was on the bench. He never came on, but he was on the bench.
Oh, but what I'm saying is he might have been there on the bench, but that season, while we were playing to get to the final, Dennis Bergkamp wasn't going to any of the away games because he wouldn't play.
And obviously, when you look back at things, you think to yourself, what if he didn't take Perez off?
Oh,
when Leighton got sent off, what if he involved Bergkamp in that game? There's a lot of what ifs.
I know.
Point, you know what I mean? It's just one of them.
I know. We can't keep going on about it.
Yeah,
it's time to look forward. And at the end of the day, so really, I am happy for where Arteta's got us. It's just that at the end of the third season, I had it ripped away from me, or I had all those doubts put in my heart. And it was like when you're in a bad relationship with a girl and then you don't trust the girl, or when something happens and you think something happens in your gut and think, I don't trust that girl anymore. It's like, I want to, but I feel like I can't. That's how I feel about Arsenal right now and Arteta. I want to be wrong.
I know,
but I'm just not sure.
All I want is for him to prove us wrong. And people keep saying, it took Fergie 5-6 years. People say it took Klopp however many years. And I want to believe that the same thing will happen with Arteta, that he'll get to a point where, he gets us over the line, and then he just starts becoming, he turns us into this force that just keeps winning. I want to believe that, but when I see what he's been doing, his decision making and how he's managing certain players and everything like that, I can't, for the life of me, have it in me to say, yes, I believe we'll win the league and the Champions League and whatever.
And that's completely fair enough because it's honest, and that's how I feel. I want to be wrong, because at the end of the day, we've had those moments, that one against Villa, Southampton, when we get to that point, and then we didn't just lose those games. We lost them pretty bad. We would just. That's what leaves. So at the end of the day, he's here for another 2 years, right? It's all gone wrong. It's all down to how serious we are. It's like what Kurt said. Kurt said in one of these streams before, he said, the problem with Arsenal, they don't move like a big club. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah, we have been moving like a big club for a while.
Not showing real ambition, like how Chelsea went out and did it, like how Manchester City went out there and did it. Although, they've got all them charges against them and all, and people can.
Nothing will happen with that anyway.
No, I know nothing will happen. Nothing will happen to them, But we've just got to we've just got to keep, it's onwards and forwards, and let's see who we get. Because we're not going to get Isak either. These fans need to stop dreaming about that. Who's your number one striker choice out of Gyökeres, Sesko, and anybody who's out there of Vlahovic? Who's your top target at the moment? I want Gyökeres.
Yeah, I'd say Gyökeres because he's the only one out of them that I've seen play. I haven't really watched any of the other two, so I can't really.
I like Vlahovic. But what I like about Gyökeres is he's a very strong, and he runs onto people. He's very aggressive. Like, he runs onto people. He's a very strong player. Out of all of those, the ones that are there at the moment, he's my number one. I think he's more of an Arsenal player than.
I don't think we'll sign any of them now. And in all fairness, even if we did, I think it still won't be enough because we'll still need somebody. I think we'll still need, like, for example, I think Martinelli's finished now.
Yeah, he's
So-
not. Listen, and this is another thing. We're not putting these players down because I've got a lot of respect for them. They've been great servants to the club. When I'm saying I think it's time to move them on, I'm not bad mouthing them. Because I've got a lot of respect. They've been great servants, but he's not. Gabriel Martinelli, he ain't it, man. We need that Semenyo look better. The Bournemouth fella.
Oh yeah.
He looked much better, man. And kudos. We should have went in for kudos. Like and we need a replacement for Saka out on Saka can't. Why was Saka playing the amount of games that he does? It's just I don't understand that about us.
Just relying on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's going to bring him back in this team, and he's just going to rush him back in, and we're just going to have to hope and pray that Saka stays fit and that he doesn't tear or aggravate anything else. We just have to pray.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, because as you said, it ain't just a striker. We need at least three players, including a striker. We're our midfield. It's not. I don't know, man. I mean, I know I'm not putting him down completely, Odegaard, but I just feel
he needs to play in that number 10 role. Definitely, he needs to be playing that number 10 role. In my opinion, he needs to look to be taking Odegaard's place, rivaling Odegaard for that number 10 position. And we need to bring somebody in that can rival Saka on that right hand side.
Yeah.
We could do replacing Martinelli or Trossard at bare minimum.
Yeah, even Trossard. Even Trossard. I'm watching him now and I'm like, I can tell that he's trying, but it's just not. Listen, remember Bayern last year? The way that Leroy Sané just moved off from, what was his name? That Kivior. Was it Kivior? When he just turned him.
It probably was, yeah.
On the halfway line. And I'm like going, this is too easy for them. They just burst through us like this. And we offered nothing. And that was embarrassing for me, I'm just like, that is soft. This is the worst Bayern Munich. Listen, the Bayern Munich, when I was in my 20s, those Bayern Munich sides, oh my God, you ain't got a chance against them teams. But this Bayern Munich, they were nobodies. And we couldn't beat them at home.
Nope.
Couldn't beat them at home.
Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Been live for nearly 2 hours actually, but I'm gonna do this more often anyway. I'm gonna put the link in the chat so that subscribers or non-subscribers.
I saw the link and I thought to myself, what's that? And I thought, hold on a minute, I've never seen anybody else join him on the show. So I just tapped it anyway. And then it looked like he was going to put me on. And then I panicked. I thought, oh no, I don't want to be on. And then I tapped it and I realized,
I'm gonna do some changes around here. But big up for coming in anyway.
Respect.
The next time I'll be live outside of FC25 probably be for the we've got Fulham on the 1st, so maybe the Monday, maybe the Monday I'll probably go live for the match preview of that.
All right.
But yeah,
respect.
Big up to you for coming in.
Big up. Yeah, take care.
Yeah, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next stream coming soon. And Hurricane said his aura improved after facing defenders who can't defend. Did he actually say that? Did he actually say that? Anyways, we're going to hit you with an outro, and then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
because I'm a black belt, in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.